What's up, guys? I hope you're having a good day out there today. We got a great video that I am very happy to bring to you guys at home. Today we're going to do a part 2 of our dollar can series because, well, I had a lot of questions, a lot of comments, a lot of opinions, a lot of complaints, just a lot of chatter in general about the previous video. And you know what? That must mean we did a good job because y'all have a lot of opinions about this stuff. And you know what? I'm very happy to revisit the cans and look at some of the caps that we've been using, some caps we weren't using, introducing something new, some new stuff to the picture, and just to see what's going on. Now let's take a look at the cans we're going to be using in this video. Of course, we have Quick Color and Color Place, but I have also introduced some Touch and Tone and some Now spray paint. Touch and Tone is made by Rock Sales, which is actually Rust-Oleum, which is actually the same company that makes Quick Color, which is actually leading to my hypothesis that these are the exact same paints with a different label. OEM package for Home Depot, their own brand right here. I think they're the same thing, the same exact thing. Up next is the Now spray paint. This is made by Krylon. There's a little Krylon logo somewhere in there. Now this is a cheap silver, but I gotta say it actually paints pretty good. And we're gonna find out right now. So why don't we just go outside and diss that piece I did last week with a throwie, because throwies are so trendy. Already, I can tell that I don't like the Boston cap on this can. It's too soft. It's way too soft. If you want to get more flow, go Rusto. Now, if I were you, I would use Rusto to outline this, or Acme, or something else like that, but a little bit of a thicker paint. But say you only have something like Touch and Tone and Quick Color, what are you gonna do? Let's try that Boston Fat again, because you know what? I think it makes a better outline cap for these cheap cans than it does for fill. Let's check it out. Alright guys, as you can see, the Quick Color is very transparent. Now you can thicken it up a little bit by going over it again, and if you're convinced that turning the can upside down and letting out gas makes it thicker, hey, whatever gets your rocks off, go ahead and do it. We all do things differently here. I'm not convinced it makes much of a difference, but if you want to thicken this up, you'll probably want to lay a few more lines over it, or you can just do one line. Alright guys, as you can see, it really makes a difference to use a high quality paint for your outline. Now I used Acme in this circumstance just because I happen to have it on deck, but you could also use a Rusto Flat Black or something like that. If you do happen to use a Rusto, make sure you use the Rusto Female Fat Cap. It's a direct mount cap that works right on those cans, and it's a great outline tip when you're doing throw ups. Now if you're doing pieces and stuff in a yard, you can get by with using the dollar can because you'll have to kind of keep going back and going over it again. But when you're doing a throw up, time is of the essence, and you need to make sure you get in and out very quickly. So you need to have the right tools to get the job done. Now a tagging situation is a little bit different because you want something that flares out, and it doesn't necessarily have to lay on thick. You just want nice flow and a nice flare. So we've been using the New York Fat Cap, which is one of my favorites, and it's only like $2 for a pack of 10. It's the cheapest fat cap we got. But people want to see what the Boston looks like, and I think that's a very fair question. Also the pink dot, which is also a very fair question. Let's see what they look like. We're gonna have to do this kind of quick because it's starting to rain here, so let's take a look at it. Okay, so this is the New York Fat Cap. Ooh, It's all wet. That's okay. Even though it's wet, you can still see the spray. So this is the New York Fat Cat. All right, guys, let's go ahead and give the pink dot a try. Wow, look at that. It's fantastic with the flares, but I don't know if you guys noticed, I am having some valve issues, and I think it has something to do with the weather. It's pretty cold out right now, and it's kind of pushing some paint out. If you can see right here, it's pushing some paint out of there. So I don't know. Could be the weather, could be a valve problem, I'm not sure. Now the Boston Fat does have a thicker stem, so we shouldn't have as much blowout with that. So let's give the Boston a try. I do apologize, it's starting to rain now here. Okay, here's the Boston. It just locked up. There we go. Something's going on here. So we're gonna try it with the quick color can. Now on the quick color, it's actually pretty nice. It's not fat. It's not the fattest cap, but it lays down a pretty nice line on the quick color. So I guess we're using the quick color after all. I'm not entirely sure why it's not working properly on the color place can, but who knows? I will say this: if you want to use color place, use the pink dot. It's pretty nice. Anyways, let's try out the Boston Fat. Tell they both look like the same paint. The color tone is the same. The way that it kind of sags in the same areas is the same. The line quality is very similar. Although I will say the touch and tone looks a little bit fatter than the quick color, but that could either be a variation between the cans or my technique. I will say this: the cap wasn't fully seated when I started to spray this line, and it kind of behaved in a way as cutting the stem slot. You know what I'm saying? So that might be why it looks a little bit fatter right there. But why don't we do this? Why don't we do a quick little straight letter with both of these, see how they work, and we'll move on to the ending because it's getting cold out. Again, I'm not seeing any significant difference between the two cans. They both seem to be the same exact thing. Alright guys, as you can see, the yellow outline with the black fill makes for a very poppin' straight letter or throwy or whatever it is that you're doing. I highly recommend it. Almost nobody does them. It's always silver fill with a black outline or a black fill with a white outline and yada yada yada. Boring! Step outside of the box. Try something new. I will say this, the Boston Fat is probably the best cap for clean outlines, clean fills on your quick color paint. If you want faster fills, I still think the Rusto Fat is a better choice. But hey, that's just my opinion. And you know what they say about opinions and booty holes? Everyone's got them. Oh, that was hotter than I expected. Anyways, let's leave that in the video. Let me give you my breakdown of these cans. I'm a big fan of the color play still. It's very watery, it's crappy, it should be way better for the money you're paying for it. I mean, it's literally like hairspray with some dye added to it, but it sprays really fat with the pink dot and the New York Fat Cap. The pink dot does give you a wet hand, so be conscious of that. Look at this can. Look how dirty it is. Make sure you wear a glove. Something very interesting happened. The Boston Fats do not seat on these color place cans that we have. And it's very strange because I had a lot of suggestions from you guys about using the Bostons on the color place. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. The only thing I can really think is possibly that some color place cans are made in a different factory than other ones, and maybe they're using some slightly different valves on each of the cans. So that might be what's going on. I did notice this after further testing and, you know, trying different things. I realized that I could get the Boston Fat to work, but I had to cut the whole bottom of the cap off. You see that right there? Let me get another Boston cap right here. You guys see that? So what I had to do is basically just shave the whole bottom of the cap off. That way it would actually bottom on the can. The only problem was it didn't really spray that good regardless. I think the New York Fat and the Pink Dot are better choices. So as far as the Boston Fat, I think it's a great cap for quick color and the touch and tone. It's not going to be the fattest cap on these, and if you're doing filling, I would probably recommend a Rusto Fat still. Maybe cut the stem slot on the Rusto. It just puts out more volume than the Boston Fat does. It's a soft cap. It's a soft spray, which is nice. Outlines, things like that. But it's just not a very fast cap. The touch and tone and quick color, I'm thoroughly convinced they are the same paint. I'm like 99% convinced that they are the same. I'm not 100%, but pretty close to it. So we'll see about that in the future. Not sure, but pretty sure. What else? Oh, the Now spray paint. I'm pleasantly surprised with this silver. It's actually not bad. It covers pretty good. It doesn't have the oomph of the Walmart silver used to have, which was an excellent silver. But for someone on a budget, you can't go wrong with it. Just make sure you use something like a Rusto Fat to fill with, because it's going to give you that extra flow on the go. So I guess that's pretty much it. I'm very happy we got a chance to revisit these cans. And hopefully it answered some of your guys' questions. Maybe you're going to have even more questions now. Who knows? Feel free to leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. And throwy guys, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just kind of making fun of what's trendy. You know, I got into graffiti because I didn't like to do what was trendy, okay? And then graffiti becomes trendy, and we start doing trendy stuff within graffiti, and then it's just a trend spiral all the way down to the bottom. I think what it is I feel like some people use throwies as a crutch and don't ever expand beyond that, and I don't think that's good for graffiti. You gotta move up to the next level, player. You gotta move up to the next level. But who am I? I'm just some old boomer talking about caps and cans, and I don't know nothing. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's talk again soon. Oh, be sure to be watching out, because we got some Chrome Week specials launching. Some neat paint packs, marker kits, maybe some Steve Garvey thrown in there too. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But this week we're running all our holiday specials. We work all year for this, so be sure if you got graffiti supplies on your Christmas list, be sure to holler at us, because we would be we would be most appreciative of your support. So thank you very much for watching. This is GR signing out. This is artprimo.com, 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 artprimo.com. Your #1 source for all things graffiti art, street art, wicker furniture, and hanging with the homies. All right, see you later.